Good morning, Angie. Good morning, Ashley. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Morning, Be Pretty. Morning, Claudine. Good morning. Y'all, we need to have us an all ladies panel that, people that is for R. Kelly. That is for R. Kelly only. Only. No people in between. No straddlers. Yeah, no people that just wants to be talking, needs to be heard about another man's life and his lifestyle. No people that has been in allegedly Mr. Kelly's bedroom and can tell you who the heck he been screwing or not screwing. I was trying to figure that out. How the hell at the end of the day, if you get called to the stand, how in the hell will some of these people be able to prove these type of sexual acts that Mr. Kelly has? Anybody in the room got an answer for that? How are you going to be able to take the stand under oath and prove other than regurgitating hearsay of who this man screwed and how he screwed and what he used to screw him with? How they finna do that? Hey, Miss Brown, lovable. Hi, lovable. What's going on? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. I'm still laying down, so y'all know how you lay down and your esophagus is getting bent, so it's gonna sound ugh. And I don't feel like sitting up right now. I'm getting ready to get up though. I'm getting ready to get up. I'm getting ready to go bust some moves today. I'm getting ready to get up. I go pour my car out today. It's been sitting there for 3 weeks. I guess I better run it through the car wash and crank it up. It's been sitting up too long. So I think so, Ashley. I think that the ladies, because it's going to be only for ladies, should join the panel with me. I think that it would be great to hear from the ladies that is, for R. Kelly, not to speak solely against what you have heard, but this weekend, but I've heard a lot. Hi, servant. I've heard a lot. Angel, you getting a whooping. You get a whooping. Uh, I've heard it all. I think, not to be biased or anything. Out of the discussion that I heard, I think, in my opinion, the non-lawyer made absolutely 100% sense. Everybody else, in my opinion, was just rattling on, just rattling on. I just got something to say. I 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 got something to say. And and I listened to it and I was like, wow. One thing that I kind of got a little pressed about, even though I could blow shit off, it don't take me over edge, or make me feel suicidal or depressed or stressed or none of that stuff, right? It's when, the footnote went up. That was in I think he said page 8 or something like that, 80 or something like that. And that's the whole big debate about this whole BOP officer A, who eventually is no longer working up under the BOP as of now, due to whatever reasons, but they found the reasons. And when you are slow to speak and quick to listen, the non-lawyer interjected with that footnote, clip note, whatever you want to call it, cliffhanger or whatever. But with that insertion that was put into that paperwork, you better believe that it's a whole nother sanction to that clip note. They just chose to clip it and stick it right there. But up underneath that clip note, somewhere above it, somewhere below it, somewhere on another page, some freaking where, somewhere, it will definitely explain the with exception rule. It's there. It is definitely there, but the prosecution only chose to clip and paste what fitted their narrative. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, with the non-lawyer briefing on it, and I did a live on it, he is definitely 100% fact. It was the truth. You just don't see it in the paperwork. Inside an establishment, that officer may have had the right to look through it and pull through it and observe it and do all of that. She may have even had the right to probably pick up the phone and say, hey, girl, ooh, Lord, you should, all this stuff in there. Ooh, Lord, girl, there's some stuff on, girl, and go just that far. That's it. It was a limit to it. But now, when it reached the part to people who is not employed in that establishment, girl, send that to me. Send that to me, girl. I got to air that shit out. There's your problem. There's your problem. And there is going to be a section somewhere above, below, or around the corner on the next page that says with exceptions or without exceptions to this rule right here. It's going to be there. They ain't just minimize that little freaking clip note to that little paragraph to what it is. In the law, a law explains a law, and another law explains that law, and another law explains that law, and another one is going to explain that one, and another one is going to supersede that one or supersede that one. And it's a never ending law process. It just goes on and on and on and on because you have these two debatable teams that they like to call arbitrating teams. One of them is not going to like the standing of that law to stand by itself. What if a situation occurs this way? And we're looking exactly at this away, quote unquote. Put that into quotations or parentheses, how you want, this away. What if? Well, we got to protect something of the what ifs. And that there you may find on another page that the prosecution failed to clip note in that paperwork. They only put what they thought was good enough to have their narrative stand out and to protect the BOPA officer. That's what they did. That's my opinion. So I have to sway on the side of the non-lawyer because it's there. Especially when he went and put up the whole Privacy Act thing. When the BOPA officer decided to share this outside of the rules and regulations belonging to the people on the inside, that became the problem. That right there became the problem. But I believe that Trent goes on by saying that, nope, that's what they can do it. They can look all into it. They can do whatever. But let's find the other page that says what happens if they proceed any further than looking into someone else's information. What happens if they take this further than just looking at it? Making a phone call or something saying, girl, this stuff R. Kelly writing over here. Girl. Now let's take it to step B, Trent, and ask yourself what happens when I say send it to me. Send it to me. I got to get this shit out. Now you have created a whole violation of this man's Privacy Act. You have violated this whole defamation of character rule. You have, as of what R. Kelly's saying, and I think that it's a great standing argument, whether if it's in the court or not, because right now it's not in the courts, it's in the public. Oh, child. I'm going to put this out here. I'm going to put this out here. Ooh, this is some good tea. I'm finna send this over to the dads. I'm finna get this shit to Azrael. I'm finna tear R. Kelly ass up with this one. This gonna do it. This gonna do it. Yeah, somewhere there is a problem. Thank you, stand up. Very problematic. Yes, absolutely. But of course, a lot of other people don't see it that way. And, I guess they, as they say, they have their right to not see it that way. But I'm with the lawyer. Because if I know that I'm in there and stand up and got my stuff because she works there and she done sent my shit out to Red Bunny and Red Bunny is spreading this all across the USA, I'm coming at Red Bunny and stand up ass. Period. Period. Good morning, Trav. Good morning. Yeah, period. Period. It may not never have anything to do with me winning my case, but what you're not gonna do is try to attempt to destroy me by defamating on my character and my goddamn privacy that I am entitled to have. You know why? Because Stand Up and Red Bunny would not have liked it had I done it to them, to be having it done in a negative, embarrassing, or compromising way of my freaking life. You're not going to have it your freaking way. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So it was pretty interesting. And I understood where lawyer was going with this. But of course, he couldn't go as far as he wanted to go because what they say about the truth. Somebody put it in the chat. And I'm not talking about that female truth because the female truth is definitely fighting this with all of her emotions. And it's just, in my opinion, irrelevant. I don't know. I'm not going to say if she done been through some things or have not been through some things. That's her situation. But you can clearly tell when, a person is fighting in emotions. And then to hear, first of all, let's back up because what they say, a lot of people don't like to hear the truth. Now, with Trent hosting the show, I was a tad bit disappointed because him and quite a few others on the panel clearly showed a prime example of straddling. If you're going to say that this is what it is with Mr. Kelly, then you have, in my opinion, should just leave it right there. Who comes back to say that or even show actions that, well, I can help him get off or he should say this, or he should tell the world this. He should what? But then come back in the same sentence and be like, fuck that nigga. Like, huh? In my opinion, those are just straddlers, just kind of somewhere a little bit lost in the sauce. Don't know which way the wind is blowing, or which way they want the wind to blow. So you have to take that, in my opinion, with a grain of salt, as just rattling on. I just got something to say. Anytime any human sits up and demands to know everything from a person's life, something is not right about that. Because if you ask that individual, just because you have not gotten caught in your dirt in your lifetime span, doesn't give you the right to need to know what someone else dirt, or what it is in their lifespan, to do what? Appease you? So I have to rock with R. Kelly for holding his lips shut, because it ain't nobody's damn business, especially when they done already figured it out. Ain't they done already done told everything that they believe what he has done? So, oh, yeah, I'm sitting here like, well, that's a prime example of a straddling panel, but that's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. You said, did I hear on that live that one of our current lawyers called someone? They're just a posting up that telling Sharon Winbush basically to stop putting out misinformation about her. Bonjean stated in the thing, just in other words, just kind of knock it off. It does state that, shit, if R. Kelly want to address something about these BOP officers, then he can have at it. Basically, that's pretty much all it is saying. So whatever Sharon Winbush is saying that is misinformed to the public about Jennifer Bonjean, I think she stood her ground and told Sharon Winbush basically to shut the fuck up talking about me. Basically, you want to sum it up. She could have just put in the STFUP. I'm break it on down to his turn. I believe if you gave Jennifer Bonjean one more of them drinks she had, she'd have said it like me. Shut the fuck up. To shut the fuck up and do you. Because she doing her. I think so. But yeah, now, the non-lawyer, basically, he got stomped on. He was really trying to put out his theory, his perception, and his paperwork he brought with him. But they said that once you deal with a bunch of stragglers, non-lawyer, your truth is never going to be heard. Their minds are already made up to straddler. And it sucks, right? Because he did say that, we're just here to agree to disagree. But they didn't, well, no, they didn't want to hear what the non-lawyer was saying. So respectfully, I think that he was told to take that shit to his panel. Now that's cold. That's cold, right? That's some cold shit. He told him to take his shit to his panel and then turn around to say, oh, but we still cool though. Uh-huh. Well, what? No, the fuck we ain't. No, the fuck we ain't. I got kicked off, couldn't get my point across, brought my paperwork. You tell me, take it to my damn channel, but we still cool. Oh, no. Oh, no, we not. Oh no. Oh yeah, perspective. I had him over here. He showed up over here. I got him actually on the phone and asked him to come over at one point in time, and he did to share some of his perspective theories and stuff on the live over here. But I was like, oh Lord, Trent, you ain't had to kick him off like that, did you? Damn. Damn. No, you're not a straddler perspective. You were in the conversation decently. You were trying to make the similar uh, um a similarity point aligning to the non-lawyer about the whole privacy thing. And you stuck, but they ain't want to hear your shit either. I didn't want to hear you. I didn't want to hear you. And one thing with, Trent, he's not gonna have that patience to hear long-winded people that sways 100% with R. Kelly because of his doubts already. He already knows who R. Kelly done boned. He knows where R. Kelly money done went. He knows. And I'm like, oh my God. But, yeah, you did. You disappeared because I tried to zoom in and see where the hell you went to. you were go- you were gone, gone. Scooby Doo came on. He calls in, and again, Trent got short-winded, listening to him, and maybe it's because sometimes Scooby Doo will veer off to a different topic, but he does bring his topic back to the conversation after he kind of, make his point to where everything then came from and where it's going and he does all his calculation things, but Trent didn't have the patience for that. So, basically he blew old Scooby Doo off too. Trent didn't blow motherfuckers off because Trent would rather at this point hear the people speak about who the fuck R. Kelly done screwed, or if it was him or not in the video. And non-lawyer and then somebody else, a few of them would say something about, the statute of limitations on all of this. Non-lawyer agreed. The case for the New York was some BS, right? And oh Lord, Drunken Larry and them didn't like that stuff. Cause Drunken Larry was like, well, if it was some bullshit, then explain to him why he feels that it's bullshit. Well, Drunken Larry goes off to because it was this person on the stand, this person on the stand, this person on the stand, this person on the stand. But yet then, I don't think Larry really digests the fact that when R. Kelly had spoken, and he clearly said it is in his book about how that one person, Sparkle, got mad because she wanted to take her music or do something else, and he was against it, and then he didn't produce it, and he wasn't gonna be on, and then all hell broke loose. I don't think he took that into any consideration on. If one person then got mad at me, and she was up there in this type of celebrity status too, right? Sparkle was. How easy it was to trick her down, to get in everybody's ear of what Sparkle and R. Kelly done went through, right? So now Sparkle just may have had an upper hand, talking to this person, drop these copied ass tapes off. What I like for Drunken Larry to explain to me or to the public is when R. Kelly went to trial in 2002 up until 2008, and a verdict was handed down and he was acquitted, they used a similar videotape. After that videotape, what happened to it? Was it destroyed? Was it kept into the police discovery building or wherever they put it, how long do they have to destroy this video? Because I believe that if it was done with protocol, which I can't find the video, but it was out there, that you have a certain amount of time to demolish something like that so that you don't have a situation that has occurred today. Now it's 2 copies, 3 copies, 4 copies, 5 copies of a tape that was allegedly, because I don't know and I wasn't there, showed to the jury of a man and an underage girl. How come in the 2002 trial, up until the 2008 trial, that they didn't have all of these tapes back then? Because then in the courtroom, since they claimed that they could not identify this because of something, a mole on the back, or because the girl did not testify. But had they had all of these tapes back in 2002, then there wouldn't have been no argument about where is this tape 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming from. But now the argument is, where did these copied ass tapes come from that it should have not been any copies to allow the prosecution to have the upper hand over this man to come back and share to a different juror about the same person that they attempt to prosecute him on in 2008. I'm just saying. I'm waiting on the explanation of that. And I know everybody, you know it, about these tapes and this tapes and this tape. Where the fuck did they all really come from? But then they says that if you with Daryl McDavid and them testifying and all of that stuff, that and Freeman, you know, what somebody broke in his house or did XYZ before the police established a videotape to show in the 2002. They had already had all these tapes out there in the fucking making. That's crazy. Let me see what you say. Let me see. You said the paperwork is the paperwork, and I will not start posting exactly how that BOP broke law policy and how she could be legally punished as well as prosecution. You know, and I agree with you. I can go along with that because all it's going to do is just send them into a whole nother week of propaganda. 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 You say she didn't have no weight in the music industry, and if so, she would be a household name. Yeah, and I can respect that. But what I'm saying is that you never know who knew who, right? You never know who knew who. You know? But back to with Drunken Larry, because he was saying, well, this person was on the stand, this person was on the stand, this person was on the stand, this person was on the stand. Well, these could have well also been people that was in dire need to want to be on the stand back in 2002. But because they acquitted him, I guess they, fuck it, you know, is this or that. But now that they have their shot at it, you know, and they want to be so outspoken and for the reasons that Mr. Kelly gives is, hell, a lot everybody just wanted money. Everybody just wanted money. Just pay me. Just pay me. Just give me this. Let me borrow this. Pay my rent. Pay my car note. Get this. Do that. Well, I think that because, you know, if he didn't shut a lot of stuff down, it gives more than 1 to 2 to 3 people plenty of reasons now to hate him. Like you said, you can hate me. Hate me, hate me, hate me. But it would definitely give them ample amount of reasons now, since they know that the government got him. Well, you know what? We gonna take the stand against you. We gonna take the stand against you, nigga. Yeah. So just because a person comes to court and takes that stand and raise their right hand up to that freaking sky in the Bible on the table, do not mean that they are coming up in there with the freaking truth. One reason why you should know is because you know that you lie. And you know how easy it is to formulate a lie in a split second. It doesn't matter. You can stand in the house of the Lord and they gonna stand in there and somebody gonna lie to you. It's just that freaking easy. It's part of natural, I guess, humanization. It just happens. It just happens. But I don't know. So I'm just listening to it. Let's get to the truth part. I don't know how many times the truth is just gonna keep on going on about the 90s. And the truth keep claiming that, oh, and we knew it all and we knew it all. So my question to the truth is, what was it that you were doing really that was so important in your life that you did not take the lead in the bringing down R. Kelly? Something had to be a little bit distractive in your life. Maybe you were busy going to work or having your older boyfriend at the time in the 90s. Maybe you were indecisive, thinking that, well, you know what, ain't that much older. I mean, I got an older man too, or stuff like that. I'm just saying, though, the truth. What was it that all of a sudden you can participate to bring R. Kelly down in a group? You got people now that can speak that you could not have done by yourself. You could have went down to the WGCI and got on the radio and made your broadcast. You could have even went down to Jim Derrick guys, to the Sun Trust, to the Sun Times, the Chicago Tribune. You could have made a whole bunch of fuss by yourself. But you just don't stand strong. You don't have that strength in your vocals unless you are in a group. You have to have that ride or die people with you. And they know he got away with it. And they know he was around there at them schools. And they know he. Then why in the fuck truth that you didn't pull up on a nigga? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, true. I don't be getting all your lips and shit all twisted up all over there because you know I don't give a fuck. But you had family. Because he didn't date or touch you. Had it been you. But here's the thing, though, the truth. Because you were talking a lot about Javante Cunningham. I think that's her name. What, wasn't that one of your homegirls off of 69? What did you do then? Why aren't you in any articles or on the radio standing your truth with Javante? I'm confused with that, the truth. I'm just saying. Because I know if it was one of my homegirls or whatever, it would just been me and her. I don't need no motherfucking group to come at no damn nigga. That's all I'm saying. And it just appears that you are very vocal. I like to call it cocaine vocal, with the group. But it's like you want the group to do something about something you knew about. How that's like saying 2 + 3 is 9. That's basically what it is. But I listen to her and I be up here scratching the hell out my damn head. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, the truth? And back in the 90s, back in the 90s, back in the 90s. Truth, you know what I think? I think that Born into the 90s CD that R. Kelly dropped, maybe that one got you messed up. I don't even know. You be born, he was born in the 90s, back into the 90s. Why didn't you make your complaints up with his teacher then? You was in high school and all that stuff. Why you go in there and talk to Miss McLean and tell her how you really felt about this situation? Every time you say he showed up over at the McDonald's and all that stuff, why in the hell did you not take all your pictures and stuff and build you a portfolio? That way we could see what it is you're screaming about in the goddamn 90s. We want to see. You ain't got one picture, not one with a girl, a minor, getting in the car with R. Kelly. Can you show me any proof? Any proof? Any goddamn thing? Anything? Can anything? Can you tell me what color clothes he had on at the McDonald's back in 1991? Anything. I be waiting on the truth to put up her stuff. But I never see nothing. I only hear her cocaine vocals. That's it. Nothing. Back in the 90s. Back in the 90s. Back in the 90s. Well, truth, back in the 90s, girl, all of us was having us some goddamn fun at McDonald's, at the high schools, with the basketball boys, and all kind of shit, including you. So, girl, I don't know, but that's your story. You keep telling about the 90s because a whole lot of us out here is in the year 2023. 2023. I don't know any predator that's going to come on a national media broadcast or podcast to tell anybody in the world that these are my girlfriends. He claimed them, they claimed him. It was a mutual thing. And you know, as black women, if you was sitting on the porch, the truth, and that nigga came by in that motorcycle, and yeah, you 16 and he 27. And your homegirl told you, shit, that's my nigga. Bag up. You know what you was gonna do? Bag the fuck up. Bag the fuck up. You didn't run in the house to say, Mama, Shamika is out there dating a 27-year-old. You know what you told Shamika? Girl, that's a fine one. Go on, get on that bike and bring, girl. Be careful though with that nigga. Be careful with that nigga. That's what went down in the fucking 90s. And you still talking about the goddamn 90s. Biker shorts and all, girl. Biker shorts and all. But I have to say that I have to agree with the non-lawyer because I do know for my fact, not a fact, my fact, that was a clip note in that paperwork. Where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of it? If the rest of it was applied to that paperwork, there would definitely be some very clear understanding of what a BOPA officer can and cannot do. What are the consequences? So, Trent, you said on your live that, oh, she was fired. That's what you said, Trent. She was fired. A lot of people say that she was forced into retirement or forced to resign, okay, to keep her pension. So if those things had happened to that BOP officer A, Trent, I just want to know on the record, why do you suppose that they did that to her? Why do you suppose that abruptly she left? Could it have possibly been that some wrongful shit was done? Huh? Could because the way I see it, if it was your way, Trent, this is if it was your way, the way you explain it, then there would be no reason for her to either resign abruptly or get fired abruptly or go into retirement abruptly. Something caused that effect. Sure wasn't no good doing. Do you think that they fired her for doing something good? You said that they fired her. Well, why would they do that though, Trent? She didn't do anything wrong according to your accusations of that footnote on that paperwork. Why they do it? I'm just saying. I'm just I'm just asking humbly and respectfully. Why do you think that they fired her? Just all out of the blue. Just get rid of her. That way we don't have all this heat coming down. That way Mr. Kelly can't, push a freaking lawsuit, a silver suit against us. And then we got to protect our butts right now. This woman did some shit that she knew she wasn't supposed to do. We didn't mind her, Trent, pulling the information. You can look at it, read it. We didn't give a damn about that. But you did what? You sent this man shit outside the goddamn building. You wasn't supposed to do that shit. We gonna have to let you go. We gonna have to do something. That's just how I see it, though, Trent. That's just how I see it. No privacy from the prison employees who are supposed to have access. Not one who are not supposed to. And of course, not to outside the world. And that is the keynote that was missing in that paperwork. They only put in there what they thought would be suitable and justifiable for their narrative. That's it. But there's more to that paperwork. Oh, you bet your bottom dollars that there was some more readings to that paperwork. The state and here's the thing though, and the judge knows that. The judge knows that. But how do they keep a high friction from exploding out here? From exploding. You got a judge who knows that, okay, well, we know that's in there, but where's the rest of the shit at? But then now you got the prosecutors, they know that shit is in there. Now you got the BOP officers, the DOJs, they know it's in there. But you know what? We gonna have to cover this shit up some type of kind of goddamn way. Because Mr. Kelly can surely come at our ass on this one. Yeah. 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 But I get it. It was in a motion. The motion was denied. Okay? To, I guess, talk about it, bring it up or whatever. Go pull that motion back up. Let's read the motion all over again. Put it back up. I ain't got time. I got to go to work. I'm going to work in a minute. Pull that motion up. And then if people thinks that, well, because it was denied, it's over with, it cannot be brought up into an appeal. The thing of it is, do we know if it was preserved or not? Was it preserved or not? Was it typed up in a transcript or not that it was talked about? Because almost anything that was preserved and typed up in a transcript will have all, in my opinion, grounds to be inserted inside of a discussion at an appeal. That's just my opinion. Now, if there is nothing preserved on it, then no, they may not be talking about it in his appeal. But what if it was preserved? What if did Jennifer Bonjean ask for that to be noted? Was there a sidebar on it saying that, no, don't add that into the transcript? What? Exactly. It applied to the NYC. Yeah. Yeah. The other side keeps saying that he still was convicted of 30 other counts, but had Azarel not testified that there would. Phone call. Phone call. But, one thing that I can agree, I think, with Trent when he said, it's the public. The public out here has really confused a whole lot of things. But Another thing that is confusing, when he said that, is just that how everybody feels that one man is entitled to owe these people who has also, and I promise you, because ain't nobody out here perfect, has done some wrongful things in their lifetime. Some, even done something wrong. But because you're not in the position of R. Kelly owes everybody an excuse of why he chose to have his life the way he saw fitted him. He wasn't born. I wasn't born. Nobody was born to have a lifestyle to appease and fit anybody else. It's a choice you get to make in your life as you go through growth. And so that was his choice. It was his choice if he wanted to date XYZ Had he married them all, then us as the public would have had a problem because we know that that is something that you just don't do. We can't do it over here. Illegal to have multiple girlfriends? Nah. The only advice, if I can give some advice to Mr. Kelly, is, and I know he probably already know, is that you cannot nowhere in hell expect a partner of yours who has not been through or not that knowledgeable of a partner lifestyle. Just can't fool with them. That's the only advice that I have. I don't care how many times how many people may have the perceptions that because they're 18 that they may be ready, or they 19 and they may be ready. I remember one blogger came out here because of the way that Azrael was boasting, being vocally, right? And one blogger used to say, "Oh, she gonna be the one. She the shit. She got the book, and she gonna be doing, and she get." And I'm sitting over here like, but yeah, but what does she really know about life and standing by a man? Nothing. She ain't been through it yet. She's a learn as you go, and that's not good. And I know that some men don't like to indulge in a female that then probably had on their second marriage. But one thing about it, you best to believe that that woman has been through it. And that just might be your woman that's going to stand by you because they know the game of standing by their man. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there. But I don't know. I listened to the panel. It is what it is, and everybody's gonna have their outbursts and things like that. What just behooves me is they can't have the outbursts without needing to know these details that's just not none of their damn business. If you hear it come out in the court of law, then that's a whole different thing. But to sit up there and insinuate that that he spread it doo-doo on somebody's face as a factual statement is ludicrous. You know that he made somebody sit in a vehicle like Ashanti McGee when we know that you can kick windows out and there's a child-proof safety thing on these newer model ass vehicles, and that was a newer model that all you had to do was probably open that up and step the fuck on the outside. We know that, but to tell these details without being in the presence and without not understanding that these people can fabricate a whole lot of stuff behind the focal point of being mad at that man. At that man. And Lordy, Trina, I've been listening to some of your stories over there now. Hold on. The way I'm perceiving you is you something like a little neighborhood old pimpy too. That's just me, like you like running around, sticking your diggly wiggly in a whole bunch of little tuna tots too. Now, people can judge you by that and start saying that you're some type of hoe or some type of, whatever. But I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't want to be labeled as well. I don't know. The only difference between that, though, Trent, I don't trust a goddamn nigga that gets high and smoke and pop pills and I don't. You can't trust him as far as you can see him because you already know half of them niggas gonna be talking out the side of their neck, especially when you know the street game like old pal. I'm just saying. So, but that doesn't even. I don't know. I don't look good either. Mm-mm. I'm like, damn. You getting down like that? Ew. Ooh. I was like, oh, Trent, you gonna have the heebie-jeebas over there. Or then gave somebody the heebie-jeebas. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When you get it's just a foul play with the grown ass woman, so I can still look at Mr. Kelly as a gentleman. Cause he ain't never set up and talked about his diggly wiggly and who the fuck he stuck it into and how many he done made it suck and who house he got to go over to or none of that shit. So I can still look at him as a goddamn prime. I mean a prime. I'm talking about prime, state prime fucking gentleman. But then when I come over here, I'm screaming, what the fuck? Ew. Oh, Lord. God. Oh, oh, no. What the fuck? Can y'all think about a nigga touching you like that? Hell no. Oh, I scared I'm going, oh, don't even fucking sneeze around me. I'm scared. Like some SARS shit might come out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying though, like they judge us like that. Get on your lives and start talking about how many niggas that you done slept with and you done left one nigga house and jumped on another. Get on there. I guarantee you they going to call you a hoe. Trent's a hoe. It is what it is. And most women, who's on their game and got the who finna be bothered with a hoe? Oh, motherfucking ass gonna be at the burning doctor the next day. Are you kidding me? Who? But then, Trent, I ain't trying to throw no shade or no shit like that. I think that that's why, you have that explanation with those goddamn, what you call them pills, the get hard pills. Because I think that after maybe your third or sexual intercourse with different coochie catchers, in my opinion, I'm like, well, damn, is his dick not getting back up no more? You like done after the third round. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, I'm like, boy, ain't you like 30s or how old is Trent? Like 30s in the early 40s, and you taking pills? Oh, hell no, Trent. You do know you're going to have erectile dysfunction for the rest of your damn life. I'm just saying. You need to read up on that shit. You need to read up on it. But since you got your supplemental vitamins, I guess it's okay. I don't know. But I know, and you're not the only one, because I know some more people that's actually around me, And I be on their ass, nigga. You mean after you done did 3 rounds, your shit ain't no good on the fourth round? In your motherfucking 30s? But you see how that could go though, Trent, right? I'm just saying. You wants to hear, now listen, you wants to hear the details of Mr. Callie's sexual lifestyle because you were comfortable telling yours. But you see how easy it is to rebuttal back on yours, where maybe Mr. Kelly don't want those goddamn rebuttals. Wait, perspective. I'm so used to these people coming, girl. Hey, what they gonna come for? You can come all you want. You can't take my house. You can't take my money. You sure in the fuck can't take Teddy. And you ain't getting Coda Bear. And anything else that resides here. What the fuck are they finna come and take from me? Not a goddamn thing. Nothing. I like Trent. Hey, I don't have no problem with Trent. I'm just calling a red red, a ace a ace, a space of that. That's all I'm saying. I don't give a fuck what the fuck he does with his diggly wiggly. That's on him. All I'm saying is the truth, because they be wanting the truth of the matter is that, Trent can't hump after the third round because he got to pop a pill. His dick dies on him. That's all the fuck I'm saying. What the fuck is wrong with that? He put the fucking truth in front of y'all face. You got to tear it and crack it in half or some shit. I'm just saying. But now we are mad that Mr. Kelly won't come out to say, yeah, yeah, nigga, I spreaded shit in her face. That's what they want to hear. They want to hear, yeah, yeah, I locked her in the dungeon. Yeah, yeah, I didn't feed the hoe. They want to hear this shit. I'm just saying, that's just bizarre. It's unbalanced. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Mr. Kelly, in my opinion, doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to do that. Everything that was supposed to have been said or needed to have been said, those people did it in there to him, against him in the courtroom. Now, you take it for what it's worth to you. With the lie that Trent had, quite a few of them believed the stories of the people that took the stand against him. I do not, for the simple fact that I guess I can understand how human nature can turn on you for whatever the reason may be. I know that you did not hear the parents of Azrael on the stand mad because I guess, they wasn't allowed. They wasn't part of the case. Imagine that. Well, how about them getting on the stand telling their facts about them knowing that Mr. Kelly swabbed doo-doo all in this girl's face or made her drink from a cup, one scoop of poop? You know what, Freedom? You know, ooh, boy, that's a whole nother live right there. That's a whole nother live, and it is what it is on that one. It is. It is. You say she could have warmed up a So, no, I ain't shitting on Trent. I don't give a fuck what Trent do. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't even think he's I don't think that he is Freedom. I don't think that Trent is, in my opinion, is cool up with none of them. With actually nobody. I think that is just about the conversations, the communications, wherever the topic sway, and if that aligns to his narrative, then I think that that's just where the level of that coolness is. Do I think that he's Ace Coon Boone or whatever with him? No, I do not. They just speak, talk about the pot. Oh Lord, oh Sharon Winbush. Well, Sharon Winbush. I don't know. We did that very, very, very earlier on, and like I said, and I know I laugh with it. We did talk about after we did it. I did the live. Sharon Winbush, tell R. Kelly how you felt that our protest was a piece of shit or things like that because I guess nobody followed her rules and program of how protests should go or whatever, right? And I know one thing. I know Sharon Winbush right now punched a hole in her wall for hearing Mr. Kelly over here on the nigger side. I bet she wished that Mr. Kelly had stayed over there in the sugar cane lane over there with the storms and the gorgeous Dre. I bet you she wished that shit. Cause they brought R. Kelly over here to Niggerville and all hell broke loose. R. Kelly. R. Kelly didn't have these motherfucking oh, I meant to curse. Kelly didn't have these damn problems over there with the sugar cane members. He come over here and all hell broke loose. But Sharon Winbush, I think, after her saying that she'd been gone for these 20, 30 years, and Mr. Kelly saying, hell, he'll use a roach right now. I think he's taken the opportunity. He found himself some roaches to do what he wants to have done. Um, and Sharon Winbush, for some apparent reason, I think about her and Drea's argument online. This can be solely to show out and show up over Drea Kelly. This can be it's many, 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 many reasons that I can think of, but she's had, I don't know. Drunken Larry tried to explain that he had spoken to her hundreds of times, is what he says on the panel. And he knows for a fact that this and this or that and all this stuff about Bruce Kelly and things like that. But I forgot. Maybe it was Texas Black Diamond. I think she said, and I'll try to quote her, that did Sharon tell Mr. Kelly everything that she had done out here? But that still goes back to Mr. Kelly's saying, quote unquote, he didn't give a tootity hootsy butts what roach was out here going to speak for him. Do it. So he didn't care. He didn't care, but I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I could say to sum it up with Sharon is those who listen to her and wanted to follow, then you follow. Those who don't, then you don't. When it threw me with the recording with Drunken Larry, and she was on the phone, and cousin Levi and Drunken Larry asked her, Sharon, you there? She says, yeah, I'm here. You there? Okay, good. I can hear you. Cousin Levi, is you there? He never respond. Cousin Levi, is you there? He never respond. Sharon Winbush goes, no. Drunken Larry goes, well, you have everything you need, right? You have everything you need. And that was it. So we're going to need Drunken Larry to come on back out and explain to us, what exactly did you mean by did Sharon Winbush have everything that she needed? I don't know. Because that kind of ended there. But since they paused that right there in that recording, which I know is a full blown out recording, where's the rest of that recording at, or that video at? I probably would like to hear that. But did you see on the Twitter, no one seen it authenticate it? Oh, y'all talking about something else. Did any of y'all see the tweet that Jennifer put out about Sharon? Yes, we have. I didn't ain't that's the tweet that Trent posted up? Is that the tweet that he posted up? But you know what, Kim? When you say that it's a flip flopper, he better watch the 69. He needs to explain how he got RK and AC. Well, when you put flip flopper up, that is exactly what I mean by author of confusion. Basically, there's a lot. It's just a whole lot of author of confusions. Everybody wants to be an author, and a whole people confusing it. They just confuses the situation. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. So I don't know. Oh, let me see. Oh Lord. Oh boy, y'all. I guess I done piss old Trent off. Trent, get out your damn feelings. Be a man. Man up, soldier. Man the fuck up. Hell is you over there in your feelings for making pictures of me? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? You can't even make your state your opinion out here. Without these people. Hurry up. Y'all go look at the photo that Trent done did. Trent, why is you over there mad? Why? We having dialogue. We having dialogue. I haven't said anything wrong. I ain't lied. I ain't did none of that stuff. We're just talking about the fact. I'm just having dialogue about the fact of the BOPA. And as usual, I have a problem. And when I have a problem, I'm only looking for some understanding, some clarity of the situation. That's it, and that's all. And I had time this morning. Now, what I am saying and doing over here, Trent, it does not warrant you to come out and try to put pictures up and make me look like this and make me look like that. Don't get in your feelings. Stop getting it. Smoke one. Good morning, Sir Miguel. Good morning, Peter. I even say good morning to most of the people, y'all. So now he's mad. And I don't care. People have to stop getting mad. It was the truth. What the heck is the Viagra for? I saw the video. Now you mad at me? Cause you got 4, 5, 6 girlfriends and got to put Viagra up, but you're mad at R. Kelly because he got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 girlfriends, and I ain't never heard R. Kelly talk about no Viagra. R. Kelly in his 50s, bro, and he ain't talk about no Viagra. You over there in your 30s talking about some damn Viagra. Hey, hey, Trent, hey, be mad at me if you can't beat him. Hell, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, bro, but I know one thing for sure, two things for certain, Trent. If I was a man, and I was running around here humping all the 6 or 7 girlfriends. I ain't finna tell you how, like, I ain't finna expose that I need some Viagra to go with my work. Who finna to do that shit? That was supposed to been a surprise to your girls on how you keeping your speckle hard. Oh, good Lord. He about to roast the shit out of me. I can see Trent now. Hold on, baby. Let me pop one of these. Trent say it stay long and strong for 12 hours. Who in their right mind, Trent, is even screwing for 12 hours straight? So you done took that shit for nothing any damn way. And don't even know the side effects, dude. The side effects. Now I'm starting to think that the side effects is exactly what I saw today. It makes you talk out the side of your damn neck. Trent, don't be mad at me. I don't have no diggly wiggly, so I ain't worried about no erectile dysfunction. But one day, you gon' it's gonna turn on you, Trent. It's gonna turn on you. Because I'm pretty sure it's an embarrassing thing. Like when you can't afford to get none or you done forgot to pick up that prescription and that woman is in the heat of the moment and all of a sudden your diggly wiggly ain't getting up. That's an embarrassing ass shit. That's embarrassing as hell. But I'm just saying, I ain't here to even talk about your diggly wiggly, dude. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying. Yeah, right, Freedom. Get the fuck out of here. You should not be, it shouldn't be a man out here in their 20s, I guess, 30s. I could see, getting your prescription ready to go probably when she do 55 and then apply for AARP. that's when that's when you look into Viagra. Yeah, I need to focus. Thank you, Capone. I need to focus, but I had a picture that was sick, girl. Threw me off. So Trent, don't be over there making no pictures about me. I don't care about that shit, boy. I am who I am. That's it. And you already said, Trent, call out the shit. Call out the shit. That's what you said. You said that shit. We're gonna call it like it is. Call out R. Kelly shit. But R. Kelly ain't put out no shit to be called out. He ain't talking about how he screwed this or he ain't talking about how he smeared some shit on somebody. He ain't doing none of that. So I just, since you was doing it, I just call out your shit. He is mad at me, Petey. He is so mad. Like, for what? Fucking for what? I ain't mad at him. That was his that was his perception. That's his dialogue. He feels that R. Kelly has no grounds to stand on when it has anything to do with the BOP. He feels that the BOP officer was well within its rights to do what they did. That's what he feels. And I only stated that that clip note that was put up in that paperwork, I'm pretty sure that it has a page before it and a page after it and a page and a flip page. But they chose to clip note that part up in there to have clarity to the judge based off of their sole narrative of what that BOPA officer did. And that was only used to cover their ass. I asked Trent to explain to me what he said on his live, which was she got fired. Why did they fire her? If Trent is believing his that the clip note that he read has absolutely foundation of truth to what that the prosecutors are presenting to protect the BOPA officer. That's all I asked him. Why did Trent sit up there to say they fired her? That's not my words. That's what he said. Why do you suspect Trent, according to your words, that they fired that lady? And when somebody gets fired just abruptly like that, Trent, there was some wrongful doing done against the rules and regulations of what these BOPA officers can and cannot do. That's all I ask. Now, I don't understand why he's mad. Do y'all understand why he's mad? I'm saying, you said you disagree, Pap. The note was correct, but only applied to not being private to designated employees who have a job to do. I'm saying perspective. I'm not saying that the clip note is wrong. What I'm saying is that there is more to that clip note that has the protection of fellow prisoners or of what the extent a BOP officer can do with the information that they have rights to look into, that they may have those rights outside. I'm going to ask you specifically perspective. Does that clip note protects the BOPA officer for sending any information outside of the BOP? Do you think that that is enough that protects? Do you think so? That's what the point is that I'm just trying to make. And I'm saying that I'm pretty sure that there is further documents, information that also follows either before or after that clip note that says that you cannot do this, XYZ. If you do such and such and such, BOP officers as well can be prosecuted to the certain extent for doing X, Y, and Z. So my question was, why do Trent feel that the BOPA officer was terminated? Why did they terminate her? If nothing was done wrong, then why did they terminate her? I don't know if she's got fired or terminated or resigned or retired. You know, that's what I'm saying. You say he paid. Yeah, he said he paid He paid Bruce $300. Holy shit. Yeah, he said it for the interview with Sharon to set up the interview with Bruce. That was a lot. That's all I'm asking. You say she was definitely forced into retirement, aka fired. You still want to see what that nookie does with Sharon. Boy, get out of here. You get out of here. You gonna need your Viagra too. Shut up. You gonna need you some Viagra too before you turn 52. So that's all. I didn't know that. Like I said, I do my lives. I don't understand how people get so upset. Now, Trent, that picture you just made was totally uncalled for. It was uncalled for. It was. And I am sitting out here in this under this umbrella, just like everybody else. And because I have a problem, or because I want to get some clarity over here, that doesn't like, dude, put up all my pictures. I don't care. And you know what that shows me, though, Trent? It's just a weak person who refuse to want to be balanced, have check and balance in dialogues, the same way like you found a reason to kick Scooby-Doo to the curb. You dropped the non-lawyer because some of his truth you didn't want to hear. And everybody knows that if there's a op, which you was trying to explain, on your channel that is not solely going with or parallel with your narrative, you feel that person will hamper your dialogue. So maybe you need to question yourself or take a moment and say, well, open up a more fair dialogue, a more fair, a constructive, be more accessible to hearing the constructive criticism. It's okay, but you can't, because I'm over here laughing my butt off and I don't care about this shit like that. Not like everybody else out here. I don't care about that shit like that. I'm getting up to go do my damn duties to take care of my damn household. That's what I'm going to do. But you, I can't believe you in your feelings, Trent. I am disappointed. I am disappointed. Oh, and get what out of it though, Kim? Yeah, he kicked your ass to the curb, Freedom. He was sitting up there like he was really interested. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, you know what? You know what? You know what? And don't nobody else. I'm the only one called this nigga Scooby Doo. Nobody else. Nobody. Drunken Larry. You don't. I call him that, not you. I was like, did Drunken Larry sit up there and call him? So that's my name for him. That fits. That's me. That's all me. And I'm being selfish with that shit too, cause I'm the only one that can say it the way that I say it, and it be funny. But he bounced Scooby Doo. He bounced your ass right on out. He got bored with what you want to hear. And that was that, and you wasn't important. So he was like, you got to bounce, Scooby-Doo. I tell you what, Scooby-Doo, call back in 10, 15 minutes. Did you even call? I don't even think you called back, because I sat there 10, 15 more minutes. You ain't call back. Oh, he blocked you. No! Trent, this is not the way. This is not the way, Trent. This is not he blocked you too. Damn. No wonder. You know what? Because I was like, how come, what page am I on? Because the page that I be looking at, it don't be having three people. Where the other page at where y'all be at? I don't be seeing none of y'all asses. I be saying to my, who Trent talking to? Who that name ain't in the chat? What? Who is he? I'd be like, boy, Trent is smoking some heavy shit. Cause I don't see nobody in this motherfucking chat. Then he end up saying no, he is running 3 lives. So I'm like, well, that's crazy. Cause like, how many in the other chat? 2 people. How many in the third chat? 7? Or why don't you just group us all together? I ain't, I ain't about to run my electricity 3 times in 3 separate places. Oh, all right, Trent. I'm finna get off of here because I know you finna have your schedule digest set for about 12:30 after you smoke one, choke one, drink one, and light my ass up. But here's a note to you women, okay? You gotta watch out for the men that be talking about jugging multiple coochies all day and then and then pull out their magical fucking pill on how they getting it done. Oh, Trent. Oh, Trent, I'm sorry about that one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Trent. That one slipped out. My bad. I gotta write a rap on you, Trent. Hey, Scooby Doo, write me up some lyrics on that one right there and email it to me so I can rap that one now about the Viagra rap. I'm gonna put a beat to it. He gonna light my ass up anyway, so I might well just keep it rolling. A trend over there with Walgreens speed dial on his phone. Your prescription is now ready for pickup. Oh shit, oh shit. Y'all ought to thank me because he gonna give y'all some commentary on my ass. So y'all should be thanking me in the chat room right now. he gonna like he gonna light me up. I'm gonna be at work cracking the hell up. Don't be mad at me. I ain't the one on Viagra. I ain't even got no glycerin for the poom poom. I'm 50 something years old. It worked like a champ. He over there in his 40s and got to run to Walgreens every 2 weeks. Oh shit. I wish I was working up in the Walgreens though, Trent. And you pulled up, boy, I be shaking that bag. I got your order, nigga. I got your shit up on that. I got your shit up on that. I got you 12 for $100 bills. Oh shit! You woke up to the blue pill and you went deep deep with no for real. See what I'm talking about? That shit fucks you. I listen, Scooby Doo. You gonna have erectile dysfunctional too, nigga. Your shit finna to be whackety whack whack at 50. That's why most of you men come out with that excuse about how when the woman is in her 50s or you too old or it's too y'all just be making them goddamn excuses because your diggly wigglies don't work. That's what the real thing is. Oh, you say so. He says he like it messy. Oh my God, Capone said, Capone go get me, y'all. Because I done got all the way off the damn subject. But I made my point with the subject, you know. Ah, God, nothing like some laughter. I swear to God. Let me get my ain't shit ass up. and get my ain't shit ass ready for work. Oh, Trent, I sorry. I'm sorry, but I ain't shit sometimes. I ain't shit sometimes. There was your rap lyrics, man. I don't think I just shoot me some lyrics and right quick so I can put the shit together. I got to have a comeback on Trent now. Bring hurry up. Cause you know he finna light my ass up. You already know that now. Help me out. Help me. I need some lyrics. He finna light me up. And I don't even know why, Trent, you had to go put a darn collage up. Really? Come on now. That's some weak ass shit. Come on now. You can do it without your pictures, can't you? You see, I don't need one picture, Trent. Not one. None. None. Oh, that is my lyric. I woke up to the blue pill. Went deep, deep with no feel. Got a scrunchy nigga taking pill after pill just to get it up that hill. Now he's all up in the big league. Can't no turning back. It's you and that pill, you and him, baby, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, we moving on up. I ain't shit. Whoop whoop. Hey, what about that one, Scooby? What about that one? Now that was dope, right? That was dope, right? Oh, this is my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. And R. Kelly said, this is my story. Oh, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. My ancient ass has to get to work. Has to get to work. Has to get to work. Shout out for the donations for the early morning show. But that is truly sincerely, I'm being serious right now. That's just my, my factual, opinionated point to the whole thing about the BOP officer. I feel like Miss Kelly want to do what Mr. Kelly want to do, then do it. I still give shout out to Mr. Kelly for keeping his mouth shut with all these thirsty ass hawks and wolves out here that wants to know about his bedroom activity. Ain't nobody ever gonna hate on the player. You gonna have to hate the fucking game. And you can't tell me that all them damn women wasn't up on the game. And one thing about him, I ain't gonna lie, the game was in his music. Let me lick you. What he say? Players want to play, ballers want to ball, all that shit. He hide nothing, nothing. But it's nobody's fault. If the panties got wet, you want to holler at a nigga, see what them lyrics all about, then it is what the fuck it is. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So you got the world out here, Truth. Truth, you knew his music. You knew that man's music. I was listening to his music, but you also have to make a decision. Damn, this nigga writing shit like this. Man, this shit making me, man, I got to meet this nigga. Go head on and step inside his world, because he didn't hide it at all. Pimp Lucius. Pimp Lucius, he didn't hide it at all. He ain't hide it. They just stepped out in his motherfucking lane, period. He didn't even hide it from the people that was working around him. They just stepped over in his lane and helped him elevate his game. That ain't his fucking fault, because he planned his fucking life out. It ain't his fault. Nobody can have control over you unless you choose to allow them to have control over you. And the choice that they made was the money that he had enticed them. Yeah, they blew their heads up on how they can fucking live off of his motherfucking game. That's all I'm saying. But that man ain't hid shit. He just because he didn't come out here and directly put it to y'all the way y'all wanted it. Yeah, it was in his music. All you had to do was fucking listen. It didn't take that much of a being an Einstein to understand what it liked, how he liked it, when he liked it, how he was going to get it, what he was going to do when he get it, and all of that. It was in there. They said put it in a book. Boy, you motherfuckers won't open that book up. I swear to God, you want them to just straight out tell it to you. No. Go read it in his book. Read it in the songs. And like he told you, because the way he chose and he wanted his lifestyle, that doesn't make him a bad person. The government choose to make him a bad person. Jim Derrick Goddess chose to take his sexual preference and choose and turn him into a bad person. Yeah, and all of those other people, all of those girls, they stepped into the game with parents alive who has been in somewhere that type of game flow. And it is what it is out here. But for the government to reach back so far, to intertwine, just like Jennifer Bonjean has said, they had to reach far back, not up. They didn't grab much of the current materials. No, they went way back to tear this man down. And for that, being a part of the citizens of the United States of America, I disagree and I concur with Jennifer Bonjean on that one. You can bet your bottom bottoms. You can bet your bottom bottoms. You can bet you ain't about to dig my shit up out the grave and use it against me. Something that done already been heard and talked about and paid about. They done paid them. I don't give a damn if it was NDLs. You got paid. Go sit your ass down somewhere. But no, the government offered them a little bit more to come out here and humiliate themselves on national TV. And now, guess what else, though? The government is gone. The government ain't buying them no houses. The government's not putting them in Maseratis. The government is not going to, well, they're going to take care of their kids for those that got the food share card. So I guess you didn't do that shit or whatever. Yeah. But now, once the government has done their job, they're gone. And you see how mad it made Lizette Martinez about that Lifetime shit. Oh, they was all pissed. Andrea, she was pissed too. $1,000. What's his boy? What's the other boy name? Not Derrick Goddess. Demetrius, pissed off. That's all we get. That's all you get, nigga. That's all you get. I guess you should have checked their calculating scale on what they pay to bring a bunch of boat-ass niggas out to use. They don't pay much. Slavery wages is what the fuck they got. If you gonna do all that motherfucking talking and putting a man away for the rest of his life, then goddamn, draw up your contract and say, no, I'm gonna need this right here. The same way that they went to R. Kelly for $250,000. Why couldn't they tell the government, if you need me to do this, I'm gonna need $250,000? Huh? It was easy to ask and get it from Mr. Kelly. Why in the fuck did they not make it easy to get it from the government? They used them just as well. They fucked them just as well. Real hard from the back and the front and whatever way they do it. Why? Why they did not demand it? You demand it from R. Kelly. What's the difference? And the government, here's the brainiac moment of it all, though. The government had way more money than R. Kelly. They got way, when I say extra nominous amount of money over R. Kelly. Because one thing you better know for sure and two things for certain, they money is our motherfucking money, taxpayers. And R. Kelly ain't got more money than what they have accumulated amongst the taxpayers of the United States of America. Now I'm done. Y'all have a good day, because I just had to put that out there. Trent, what time you coming on with the Blast Your Ass Pap Show? What time? Because all I did was just have a different viewpoint about your panel. But I understand it. I get people all up in a frenzy, and now you finna talk about how that bitch ain't shit, and she does this, and she look like this, and her hair is this, and her feet is this. When I'm still like Angela Maya. I rise, nigga. I rise every day. So go ahead, because I'm finna pop my popcorn and be waiting on your show, boy, because I know you coming with something. With something. You say with no Vaseline. Y'all have a beautiful day. Stay blessed, stay prayed up, and it's free R. Kelly all day, every day. Don't tell these people nothing, because what they don't know about R. Kelly, they can't talk or write about it. Bam. And I'm going to leave that right there. Suspense. That's what they give people out here. Suspenseful details. A movie. Who the hell wants to even know about his goddamn sex life? Because it's easy for you or anybody else to come out here and want to talk about yours. I guess that makes you the better man. Right now, you holding the champion ring of that's some embarrassing ass shit. Because as a woman, you already know, y'all. Scratch that one off the list. Scratch. Ew. Oh, you did what? Oh, icky. No. Hazmat suit. Dangerous. Ew. Itchy. Bye, y'all. I'm gone for real. Have a good day. I'm out of here. Don't forget to hit the like button, because we did get some laughs in this morning. So bye.